Hello everyone. A few months ago you all had the opportunity to join me on the journey of the Leatherman KB unboxing. Since then, maybe if you follow me on Twitter, you've seen that I've reached out to Leatherman, developed beginnings of a relationship with them. But I just want to take you back on the ride through my experience with the KB over the last 6 months, back to a clip from the initial impressions video. There'll be some comparison to its big brother, the Leatherman Skeletool, which it's all based off of here, and also some video from a cut test. And I feel like this is going to prove to be one of the first really in-depth videos that I've made, and I hope you all enjoy it. Please follow along through this journey that I've taken, and then I'll wrap up with some concluding thoughts in the last 30 seconds.
This blade's $24.99, and I'm about to put it out in front of you. There it is. My initial reaction, I opened it in front of some friends. I've been telling them how cool this thing's going to be. My initial reaction, whoa, this thing's small. And I opened it like 20 minutes ago, and I really haven't had much of a chance to look at it, but this thing's tiny. I want to say it's like 3 inches here, and total length is like less, maybe it's just over 6 inches, because the blade is about a 3-inch blade, but it's tiny, super lightweight. I heard one reviewer who already got his hands on it say that it was heavier than he expected, but I don't feel any heft to this at all. Leatherman Skeletool KB yesterday in the mail, and this is just something I'm putting together here to test out the edge. It didn't really come hair popping sharp. I gave it a try, no hair. So I want to do some cutting with this, and then I want to try cutting with this too and get a little comparison shot here. This might just end up being B-roll footage, or this could be an actual video. So let's see what we can do. More tearing through the knife than anything. Not the best cutting edge. Okay, take that, wipe it down. Okay, let's keep attacking this here. See, it's really, if you tell that blade shape, it gets really thick. It's a really thick spine, which I'm not complaining about, because it means that it's sturdy, but it's also really not providing. So cut through the apple. See, that's a little bit better. That wasn't great. Today I'm going to be talking about the Leatherman KB again after the initial impressions, and the Leatherman Skeletool, which is essentially the full version of this knife. So if you give me a second, we're going to dive straight into some outdoor field test cutting. Alright, so as any of you know, the Skeletool multi-tool comes with a partially serrated blade, which is nice for EDC tasks, but not necessarily for the great outdoors, because when you want to, say, take all the little twigs off of this small branch, serrations can really get hung up. Serrations aren't very good. So essentially we have half a blade right here that cannot be used for cutting twigs, or even just trying to chop up fire starting material. Now, is this my camp knife that I would choose? Absolutely not. That's what I've learned from using the serrated blade. In the outdoors, I definitely think this Leatherman KB takes the cake. I used this knife as a camp knife in Moab just last week. I was there for Memorial Day weekend, and it really succeeded in everything, whether it was slicing up tomatoes to put on sandwiches, or peeling bark off twigs like I'm trying to show you here. This is my first time trying to do this in front of a camera, so excuse me. However, like I said, it works just super well. I did have to sharpen this knife, and I'll talk about that later, and I was very unhappy with the edge that came from Leatherman. And I haven't heard any reviewers talk about that, and the Late Boy Scout has talked about this knife. I know that Budget Bug Out has as well. And they really have not talked about if they were unhappy with the edge. I certainly was. But once I tuned it up,
I've been very happy with this knife in general. See, I mean, we can take big chunks out because we can use the whole freaking blade here. Where if I use this, right, let's turn this to the other end of this. I mean, the serrations, I don't know if you can see it on video as well as I can. They just don't work now. If I want to saw, right, if I want to saw through something, maybe get down in here, that might work better. I don't know. But definitely, the KB, as far as I'm concerned, really takes the cake in the outdoors over the Skeletool. Does it have the amount of functions the Skeletool has? Absolutely not. Something to take note of when it comes to both the Leatherman Skeletool and the Leatherman Skeletool KB knife is that it seems they will not throw sparks from a ferrocerium rod. So, as an example here, I'll show you as I try to use either of these knives to throw sparks. I'm trying to use the spine here. There's a nice kind of, swedge there where I think there's a 90-degree angle, and I can't get any sparks to fly from either of these knives. I'll keep giving this a go. No sparks. So I think there's a coating on this blade of some sort. Either that or, like, I'm no steel expert, so maybe 420 HC does not throw sparks. However, I got this Bear Grylls here. Let's go ahead and show you that this ferrocerium rod does work. You should be able to see some of those sparks showering. So, something to keep in mind when you're outside is that these cannot be used, at least it seems to me, with a ferrocerium rod. Now, before I offer you my closing thoughts, I just want to go ahead and thank my dad for loaning me the Leatherman Skeletool for like 5 months, so he'll be getting that back this Thanksgiving. And, alright, one thing I want to say, Leatherman, offer this in more colors. Just because we don't want serrations doesn't mean we don't want pretty colors. So blue, green, purple, maybe do a limited edition orange or that cinnamon color. These things will sell. Also, improve the quality control of the blade. Find a way to make this thing throw ferrocerium sparks. Still have yet to get that thing to do it. Hope somebody can leave me information on that in the comments. And then improve the bottle opener a little bit because it keeps breaking bottle caps on me. Hate to say it, Leatherman, but this is not going to be a recommended must-buy knife from METHReview. Highly recommend everybody pick up a Skeletool, though, because it is freaking cool. The pliers are freaking great. The bit driver is pretty awesome. Carabiner, fantastic. Bottle opener, wow. So pick one of these up. Its little brother is a lot less impressive. Sorry, Leatherman KB, you're not making the good quality item list here at METHReview. Thanks for paying attention, guys. More videos to come. Please keep subscribing, hitting the like button. Can't wait to see you again. METHReview areas out.